Good morning, art fiends. Today we're going to paint with coffee. I have my coffee ready. And if you don't have coffee, really strong brewed tea will work just fine. You will need a paintbrush. And I'm going to go ahead and use a marker because I've already shot this video once and pencil does not show up apparently. So we're going to try this again. All right, to draw our cow, we're going to start with the head. So we're going to make a line that curves just like that. And let's go ahead and add an ear. So your ear comes out pretty far. Cows have pretty big ears. You're going to give it a big dip down. And then we are going to make another line down, just like that. We're going to start making the mouth. So let's curve it down, curve it up, curve it down, and bring it around, just like that. And while we're over here, let's go ahead and add an ear. We're going to do the same thing. Curve it up, and then give it a deep curve down. And then you're going to take your pencil and bring your curvy line all the way down till it connects. Now, we're going to go ahead and work on the mouth. And it is just another curvy line, just like that. Now, cows have really thick necks, so you'll put part of the neck down here, and you can make it a pretty straight line right down. And then we're going to take it and we're going to swoop it. So start your line and swoop it down. All right. Next, we're going to work on the eyes. So to make an eye, I like to make the eye not a full circle. I like to start my line over here and bring it around. And then cows have really nice eyelashes. So let's give it some eyelashes. All right, ready for the next one? Not a circle, but close. All right, let's give it some eyelashes. Just like that. Now, let's give our cow a nose. We will start down here, bring it up and around. And it needs some nostrils. Kind of like the eye. We're going to make a line, give it a circle, just like that. Now, we need maybe some hair for the cow up here at the top. So kind of like we did on the eyelashes and the grass we did on the tree last week. We're going to make some kind of waves, just like that. And then add a little extra detail to the ear. You're going to do a half curve down. Do the same thing over here. Half curve down, just like that. Cows have lots of spots, so we're going to give this one spots like that. And now let's give it some grass. This one's probably chewing on grass. You can add the grass however you want. There is no wrong way to do it. And your cow can be as wide or as slender as I've made mine. I wanted it to kind of look, I don't know, a little crazy. Okay, I think that will do it for the drawing part. Now you're going to take your paintbrush and dip it right in your coffee brew. And I'm going to give my cow, and you need a pretty good amount of coffee on your paintbrush. So I'm going to give my cow a nice brown ear. And I'm going to give it brown right here. And if you go over some spots, that's okay. We are doing kind of a whimsical style. And whimsical means just kind of light and airy and a little silly. Okay, let's go some brown right here. I'll go ahead and color the rest of the eye. And this cow is going to have a big brown spot right here. Just like that. Okay, so now we need to let our cow dry a little bit before we add the next round of details. So while you finish painting your brown cow, I'm going to let mine dry, and then we will meet back as soon as everything is dry to add more details. Okay, I think my cow is pretty dry. So what you can do now is you can start to add some details. We're going to get rid of the cat hair first. Let's make our cow have some actual eyes. All right. Now to make the eye look like it has a highlight, we'll do that. And then we'll give it another small one. This makes the eye look nice and shiny. All right, let's color it in. And like I said, you can use markers over top of your coffee. Color in our other eye. Just like that. Okay. Now, like I said, we're going to make a very whimsical cow. And what we're going to do that is we're going to make lots of patterns. So I'm going to give my cow some polka dots. Some of my polka dots are going to overlap. And you can use any pattern you want. If you want, you can give it stripes instead. I'm just going to make lots of spots all over. You can take your time and do this. I'm rushing through mine a little bit just because I'm doing this video, but I want you to take your time and be creative. So I'm going to stop right about there. Now the nostrils, let's go ahead and color those in too. Okay, so I've got those colored in. Let's add, I'm going to do some flowers. So we're going to do like we did on our happy tree last week. And these do not have to be perfect. We're just going to give it lots of fun details. Just like that. And I think for this year, I'm actually going to do something a little different. I'm going to give it some stripes. Now, I also want to add an extra line right there. And what I'm going to do there is do more stripes. You're just going to fill up your cow with lots of patterns. Any pattern you can think of, you can use it. Let's see, what other kind of shapes could I do? Let's do some squiggly lines. I hope you all are having fun and staying safe during this time. I know it's hard to be away from everyone. I miss my students very much. Let's just keep adding all sorts of fun textures. Add some more polka dots in this ear, just because I like them. And you don't have to stick to your pencil. I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing in some red now. These I'm just gonna put all over. They have no way they have to go, just however you want it. I cannot wait to see what you come up with. I love seeing your pictures come across my feed on Instagram and Facebook every day. They make me very happy. All right, let's do more patterns. Let's do some squiggly lines. And you can use your markers for these, and you can do them any which way. Okay, so now that I've got a couple of patterns on here, one thing I really like about coffee is you can layer it. And what I mean by layer is you've got your first pass of coffee, and then what you can do is you can go over certain spots with more coffee, and it'll be darker than you first pass. You have to let it dry, of course, and be patient while it dries. So I'm just going to give it and that little accident right there gave me an idea, and Bob Ross always says there's no mistakes, only happy accidents. So what you can do, you have to be careful not to get too messy, is you can shake your paintbrush and get a little bit extra coffee on there. And then when it dries, it'll have all these cool little spots. You could also just let it drip. Hold your paintbrush up high. Just let it drip down. We're gonna start to call this now a whimsical abstract cow. All right. Now I want you to keep adding to your cow. Add more patterns. You can add more splotches, more drippings. I want you to do it however you want to do it. And remember, you don't want to get too messy because then you have a huge mess to clean up, and I'm not there to help you. So I cannot wait to see your cows at the end of this. Make sure you share them to me, and I am very excited that you have decided this is how you want to spend your Friday morning. So I hope you enjoy and have fun.